What's going on, everybody? We are back with another RNG recruit interview. We are going into the 2027 class. The reason I am going into this class is because there is a special young man with work ethic that I haven't seen from his age in a minute, honestly. I am honored to have him on here, and I'm extremely impressed with what I've seen, not just by his God-given ability, but by the technical abilities that he's already basically, he's developing himself with his trainers, his coaches, all that kind of stuff. I mean, he's got what it takes to compete already for a spot on a varsity team as a 2027 player. That should tell you the type of kid he is. So we're going to be bringing him on right now.
What's up, Coach?
What's up, Tavares, man? Let the people know what's going on.
All right, I'm Tavares Ward, 2027. At Archbishop McCarthy, I play cornerback, and coming there competing for my CB1 spot.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 2027 competing for that cornerback one spot, man. That tells you something right there, That tells you something, man. That's that hard work, bro. That's that hard work, man. And if any of you guys have been watching Tavares on Twitter, you've seen what he's been doing, man. It's one of the questions I was actually going to ask you, man. Where's the work ethic come from, bro? Like, you don't stop.
To be honest, I don't even know. It's just like I just give 110 because I don't really like the slack, so I just always give 110, and then that'll just drive me through, and then to show y'all that work ethic that I give every day, in and out of the workouts, even in the school. I was an honor roll student, so
nice.
That's what it is.
Props for that, bro. That's impressive. Very, very impressive.
Thank you.
So what's your current height and weight right now?
I'm 5'10", like around like 150, 155.
Okay. What's your comfortable playing weight?
Can you give me like more context on that question?
Like do you play at 155 comfortably, or do you like to play at 160 or 165 on the field?
Yeah, I would come up and tackle, but to be honest, the weight's not the thing. I'll try to play as low because it's really my height. I try to play low because I am on the taller side for my age, so I really try to play low and play like to the 5'7", 5'8" range.
I got you. Yeah, and that's one of the things I think that's been so noticeable with your age is your God-given length and ability and stuff like that, which you just, the things you can't teach, they really stand out, man.
Thank you.
Have you had your wingspan measured?
No, I haven't.
When you get that measured, I'm curious to find out what that is. I'm really curious, man. So
I'll definitely let you know.
Yeah, let me know about that. Man, because as far as I'm concerned, man, like I said, you are technically and physically advanced already. You got the height, the weight, wingspan's already there, great length, amazing work ethic. So what's been the off-season focus for you, Tavares? Like, what have you focused on to really kind of take your game to that next level?
I've been weightlifting.
Yeah.
Getting stronger. At the beginning of the summer, before I met my trainer, Coach P. Well, not really before. It was like a little before summer, like towards the end of the school year. I met my trainer, Coach P, and I'm not like I could barely lift for 105 before the summer. Now I'm going 135 10 reps.
Okay.
Yeah.
Already making progress then.
Yeah, 135 10 reps, and this was like in like a month and a half. So he really push you to push your limits.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's been some days I was in there y'all ain't see, but it's been some days.
I bet, bro. I don't doubt that one bit. I don't doubt it. Did you hit up any camps this off season?
Yes, I have. I've been 3 or 4.
Can you tell me a little bit about those experiences you had at some of those camps, maybe?
Okay. I went to one in Atlanta. It was called The Show. It was like a step up. It was like you had the first regional camp. That's where all the people that made it. There you go. It was really like a camp, but it was like a 7-on-7, where you compete against everybody your age. So that was good for me. I played a little bit of receiver too, and during the whole camp, the camp was 3 days. We probably had 9 games. I let up 1 pass. and I scored twice.
Okay, man, putting in work. I was actually going to ask you, right after the camp thing, what your 7-on-7 off season was like. Were you pretty busy with 7-on-7 this off season?
No, I played for the my school. Actually, they had a little 7-on-7 team, but other than that, no, I didn't play 7-on-7 this year. But coming into the 7-on-7 after this one, I will be playing. I
I
will.
got you. Okay. So you're expecting to come into Archbishop Murphy. Well, not you, but the coaches are also expecting you as well to come in and compete for that number one cornerback spot. How does that feel as a 2027 player to know that your coaches want you to come in and battle for that spot? As a new player, you're just coming in your first year there, and so that trust that they have in you already and the ability they've seen in you. How does that make you feel already?
So that it's not really a lot because it's like I don't really know. It's like I can really manage that. I can handle it. So I just try to stay calm, stay focused, and do the best that I can every practice, every day. Even when I'm going against older kids or people as skilled as me, I just go my hardest.
You mentioned to me that you have a young team. You're going to be battling with another freshman for that spot, you said?
Yes, I am. Shout out to my boy Kari.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my boy.
It's honestly, with you two coming up at the same time, you guys are going to have a lot of battles. And I'm a big believer in competition creates greatness. So, I mean, it's only going to make both of you guys better, honestly.
Mm.
So, last season, you weren't in high school yet, but I'm just kind of curious, what kind of stats did you put up last season while you were in, I guess, middle school?
Last season for me, no lies told to you, it was kind of slow for me.
Really?
It was like one of those seasons where I dealt with a lot of how can I say this? What's the word that I'm looking for? Like a lot of uh, what's the word? I can't think of it.
Okay, adversity?
Yes, adversity. That's the exact word. I went through a lot of adversity, so it put that chip on my shoulder, and
Yeah,
that's also another reason why I work so hard. That's
I
another.
got you. I got you. Was there a reason that you specifically chose to play for Archbishop McCarthy?
Um, it was a coach that reached out to us. I have never heard it. Before this, I had never heard of the school, and he reached out to us. He said, "Just come out on a visit." I wasn't expecting nothing of it. I just was going to see what it was about, and to be honest, it felt good. I liked what it was offering,
Mm-hmm.
how they made me feel. So after like a few conversations with the defensive coordinator, what defense they gonna be running, I feel like it filled in my play style. So that's what I took all into account. And then the school is good at academics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's very good at academics. So
I'm glad you're focused on that as well. That's fantastic, man. So, what kind of contact can college coaches have? I know they can't have it directly with you, but what do they get a hold of your family? Your coaches. How does that go?
yeah, they can definitely get in contact with my coaches. My coaches also have a lot of connects, but my dad also. If
Yeah.
anything, you could text my Twitter, and then like I just send you straight to my dad. Like I don't want to no conversation with me. I just send you to my dad.
Yep. Yeah, I remember speaking to him last night, man. He got a hold of me quick. And he's out. He was all about the business. I respect that. So you had talked about weight room was a big deal for you, this offseason. Where did you want to add strength? Was it core, or were you working your whole body?
My whole body,
Okay.
everything. It wasn't just like I said, as my trainer, Coach P. He isn't just like in the weight room. We also went to the track, and we
Yeah.
spent early mornings. So it was also on building my speed, endurance, stamina, things of
Yep.
that.
Right, man. What do you feel your biggest strengths are on the field right now?
My biggest strengths on the field is probably man to man coverage. I could definitely get into zone too. I could get into zone, but man to man is where I really get into my zone. As you see in like my camps and one on ones, even though one on ones is basically like an offensive minded
Yeah.
drill, I also like it is like I'm just not gonna let you get over on me.
Yep.
I'm
I
a
got you.
Even though they had an advantage, I'm still gonna fight.
In your mind, what are the traits that it takes to make an elite cornerback? I'm not saying you have to label yourself as an elite cornerback. I'm not saying that, but in your mind, what do you feel that the elite cornerbacks that you are looking up to? What are those traits that they have that you admire?
You gotta be mean. You gotta have confidence. You gotta be mean. You gotta have confidence. I ain't like I'm real nice, but like when I get on that field, especially like when somebody's like rapping with me, like I'm go
Yep.
I'm go rap back. It ain't finna be like no, I'm finna be quiet. But I will let my game do the talk. So
Yes, sir.
it's not all rap. It's all like it's just work. Even with my teammates, I do it with them. But off the field, it's all love.
Do you have a favorite drill?
Uh, I like to get the ball, so probably like ball drills, high pointing it,
Yeah.
going low for it. That's my favorite drills.
Practicing ball skills overall?
Yeah. I love all that.
Let's do a 180 on that. What's the toughest drill you got to do?
The toughest, probably flipping. It's like a drill that I do when I backpedal on the line. Then my coach here had me flip my hips one direction, then I had to completely turn the other way and flip my hips and try to stay on the line. So that's one thing, but that all comes with like staying low. Like I told you how I had to stay at the like 5'8", 5'7" range at my height of 5'10". So it all comes with staying low.
What gets you most excited on game day? It could be before the game. It could be something that happens during the game. What gets Tavares pumped up the most?
So I like to listen to music before games, but surprisingly, I don't listen to like no rap like before the game. I got to be like some calm. Like I listen to like some R&B.
Okay.
That put me in the zone. So like when I go that field or like whatever I'm doing, it'll lock me in. It won't really necessarily get me hyped, but it'll definitely lock me in. So I'll be more calm and mellow.
You see, that's a different approach. A lot of guys will tell me they're listening to Meek Mill. You know what I'm saying? Total opposite, just screaming in your ear. The day before a game, day before a big game. Let's say it's a big game. What do you like to do, man? How do you prep yourself the day before a big game?
All right, so this is a funny story. My dad, 12 when I play 12U, I usually, not to get sidetracked, but I usually take ice baths before the game and all that. It like just get lock in. But before this game, 12U, right? It was a big game for me. My dad, he had me meditate.
Really?
Yeah, he had me meditate. So
Okay.
since then, I've been doing that before the game. It's been like a ritual for me. I sit in my locker, just zone out my headphones on. I have my beats. And once I put my beats on, I don't hear you. I lock in, probably play like some calm stuff, close my eyes. That's all I do. Meditate, stretch.
Man, it takes work to meditate, to be that calm, honestly. Like, people don't realize it. It's not easy to be that calm and to be into that zone. That's amazing you found that zone already, bro. Honestly, that's really cool. Who are your, I guess I'd say, actually, I'm gonna ask you, just a different question. Scratch that, sorry. If you had to describe your game to somebody who's never seen your film before, how would you describe your game to them?
I would describe my game. Even I'm patient, but at times I am jittery. So like I would love to come up, make a tackle, make a hit, and be. I would probably say like Jalen Ramsey. Who else? Another aggressive corner. I'm trying to think. I could think of another aggressive corner. Well, Jair is patient, but he's confident. So confident.
Yeah, very.
I got that confidence in my game. So I would like say between those two, I could definitely see myself.
Yep, I can see that. That's a good comparison. Definitely a good comparison. So let's talk a little game week film study here. Your game week film study versus the wide receiver you're going to predominantly be lining up against. what are some of the things that you were trying to identify early in that film?
A lot of things people don't look at where wide receivers come through the line. You would know if it's a run play or if it's a pass play, how they come to the line. If they come to the line and they fixing their gloves, they rotating their hands, it's gonna be a pass. But if they come all lazy, wide receivers not too many wide receivers like to block.
Yeah.
So you can tell. So if they come to the line all lazy and all, I could pay attention to that. But throughout the game, like through like the first 5 plays of the game, I'm trying to figure out every tendency of my wide receiver. How he get in and out his breaks, what type of routes he don't like to run. I can tell like about his body movement, like, oh, he don't like to run a slant or he don't like to run out. That's what I'm trying to find out.
Love it, man. Love it. You're doing a great job there, man. Doing a great job identifying some very important stuff early. At this point in the interview, what I like to do is I like to give recruits a chance to kind of give a little shout out, to show some love to their family, coaches, trainers, whoever helped you to get you where you're at right now. Go ahead and show them some love.
Definitely to my family, to my dad, Mr. Make It Happen. He a lot of sacrifices and things that he do, and I greatly appreciate that. My mom as well. But another shout I want to give out to is to my trainers, my Coach P, the one that helped me get as strong as I did in the off season, and also my DB coach, Coach Noah. Very underrated. He don't really be too much on social media, but like if you work out with him, it's gonna be good work. He's definitely. And then also the coaching staff at my school, they make sure like I have everything, not only just me, like my whole team. We ice baths, ice taped up before, like whatever we need. But like definitely those people. Yeah, that's who I would give my shout outs to.
So what's next for you then with football? You guys are about to be starting your high school season here and stuff. What's your schedule kind of starting to look like now? How are things looking for football?
Over the last 3 weeks, fall camp.
Okay.
Fall camp. It's I wouldn't say it's been a lot, but it's definitely something that you will have to adjust to.
Yeah.
It's nothing easy. So we come in early mornings, we go straight on the field, come off, we go film study, weight room, and then we get a little break. We get our little lunch or whatever. Then we back in film study, going over plays, install, personnel, not personnel, individual meetings with our individual coach. So it's definitely something that you would have to be adjusted to it. Don't have like your playbook or your water bottle. Practice for tomorrow gonna be crazy. So it's like a lot of things, a lot of responsibility.
Yeah.
But if you want to play, you go do it.
For sure. Yeah. So where can people find you on social media? Go ahead and plug your accounts.
My Twitter is capital T Tavares Ward, capital WARD 4 on Twitter, and my Instagram is T Ward Jr. TWARD Junior 1. Yeah, that's where you can find me at.
Okay. Well, Tavares, man, I got one last question for you tonight. I'll let you get on with the rest of your night here. It's a question I ask every single person I bring on this show. It don't matter if recruit, player, coach, AD. It don't matter, man. I ask them all the same thing. Why do you love the game of football, man? Like what makes you want to go out there and compete at the highest level on a weekly basis?
Um, the competition of it. I was always competitive, even with my little brother. Not even my little brother, my big brother. I'm always fighting him, trying to beat him somewhere. Even though I'm getting beat every time, I'm always gonna compete. So that's what I like about it, and the physicality of it. I love the physicality of it. It ain't nothing like you can like release your anger out on that field. You can't. What a flag not gonna really do too much. So,
No.
so that's another. You can release your anger, any built up anger or anything that you build up. Release it all on that Saturday, on that Friday, and it's really just it's gonna motivate you. Like, it's gonna motivate you through school, better yourself as a person. Because if you want to play the game, you're gonna have to set some boundaries. So like when you set those boundaries, it's gonna make you a better person. So if you wanna, just like I said, like with school, if you wanna play now in high school, like you're gonna have to have your grades together. Is
Eh,
can't play without your grades. So if you want to play, you gotta have them grades, and that's really, if you get your grades together, that's making you better.
Oh man, we lost his video. We'll give him a second here. Might have had a phone call or something like that coming. Every once in a while on cell phones, it does that on this app, I've noticed. While we're waiting here, like I mentioned before, here we're here with 2027 cornerback Tavares Ward. It looks like he logged out. My guess is he'll probably be logging back in. That will probably make it a lot easier for him. There we go.
I'm not sure what happened. It just went out, but I apologize.
It's okay. It happens, bro. Like it just randomly happens sometimes.
Yeah, apologies.
No,
But
don't worry.
well, I was saying, yeah, if you want to play football, you will have to get your grades together and your attitude. If you have like attitude, like my coaches, they don't put up with talking back. You don't talk back to them. It's always yes, coach, no coach. If they want an explanation, they will ask you for one, but most of the time, no. So you would definitely have to get your act together, your grades, everything. So with all that being put together, you would definitely become a better person because you will control your emotions. That's what my dad would tell me: control my emotions.
You really carry that chip on your shoulder everywhere, it seems like, like you got that edge to you, like on pretty much everything you do, man. And that's kind of what sticks out on your film and stuff. It's what makes your film kind of so exciting. You got an edge to your game, bro, that's I don't see it a whole lot. 2027, man, it's special. I like your upside a lot, man. I like your upside a whole lot.
I really appreciate that.
Well, Tavares, man, I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your night to jump on here. I know it was a little late. I'm sorry I was running late, but man, I'm glad we were able to get this interview. You're young. You got lots of years coming, so we definitely want to be able to bring you back on here in the future. Update fans about your recruitment, your development. Working with new trainers, whatever goes on. Like just to keep fans kind of informed, I guess, here in the future.
Okay. I greatly appreciate you having me on as well. Being the first 2027, that means a lot to me.
Man, it was great to have you on here, man. Like I said, watching that film, man, just watching you on Twitter and stuff like that, man, I feel like you earned your spot. You earned your chance, honestly, to be that guy to get on here and rep that class. So, man, just keep up that hard work, bro, and big things are coming for you.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you soon, Tavares. Have yourself a good night, man.
All right, Coach. Good night.
All right, guys, that was one of the top 2027 players, as far as I'm concerned, gonna be in the nation. It's not just a positional type of thing. He's got some special upside, and he's got the work ethic. It's if everything goes, hopefully as planned. You always hope it goes as planned, but as everything goes as planned, and he stays on the path that he's currently on, with the upside he has, I can see him getting that cornerback one job, as an actual freshman there at Archbishop. So just props to him for everything he's gone through, man. I was actually kind of excited to have him on here. To me, it was a little different, talking with a 2027 recruit, because I usually talk a lot more about recruiting and stuff, but this gave me a chance to speak a little bit more about high school football and early high school football. So it was nice for me to get that chance, because it's been a while since I've had that opportunity. So I'm glad you guys were able to tune in and see that, and you always know we'll be back soon with another one. Thanks for checking it out for another RNG interview. Peace out, guys.